Hey guys, what's up? Eddie Aho here with KissAnalog.com. Hey, we have GOCHIFIX. Is that how you say it? We have GOCHIFIX in the lab today. Yeah, thank you for sending this out for free for us to take a look at this. I'm going to show you the box and that. We're going to open it up here, and it's one of those 3-in-1 scopes, handheld scope, meter, multimeter. So it does scope, multimeter, and signal generator. Now, some of these kind of devices, they're all a little bit different, I think. Well, of course, bandwidth, things like that. But also, like in this case, there are some that say sine wave generator, and all they put out, from what I understand, I've looked at specs, haven't seen those in my hand yet, but they only put out sine wave. This says generator, but it puts out sine, square, and triangle wave. So it's like a function generator, you know. Before the ARB generators came out, it had function generators, we called them. So it looks like it does that. So let's open up, take a look at this thing. All right, so that's the front of the box. And I'll just show you all sides of the box just in case you're interested. Now the back of the box has some interesting details, if you can see that. Megahertz scope, 50 megasamples per second. That's not too shabby. It's a one channel, and the multimeter's 6,000 count, okay? Has an 18650 battery, lithium battery. Auto turns off after, I think it's 15 minutes. So what you get in the manual, I did a 1-minute quick video on this. I've had it open. You get that, and you get this nice right here. Makes it real easy to get a kind of a quick reference how to operate it. All right, so you know your typical test leads, very nice. I mean, these are nice. You can see they're large size. They're soft. You got kind of the rubberized gray handle, the hard red plastic, and then you have these caps, which you really don't need these because this is I believe this is a Cat 2 device. So these are usually used for Cat 3, Cat 4. But I guess they're handy if you're worried about shorting something, you want to touch things. They do say this is for automotive, which, let me know, guys. Now, you know what? These are on an angle, okay? So let's take a look to see what that does. A lot of times those are nice. Now, it's a USB-C charger. It's really nice. I love that we're starting to see rechargeable batteries and meters. And this case is a nice, soft case on the outside. There's not really any protection as far as like foam or anything. It's just, you know, it's a kind of a thick material, but that's about it. Okay, now here we go. This is the size of it. So it should turn on because it's lithium battery. And look at that display. Isn't that interesting? It has a really interesting display. All right, guys, so let's just go through and turn this thing on first of all, just to see the power up, system on. All right, cool. So I'm just going to go through the different notches, and I want you to notice the lights here. Can you see those? Let me turn down my lights. All right, guys, I kind of did my lab lights, but you can see the little orange lights here, the red or whatever. Okay, watch those go on. And I'll just turn the dial because it kind of goes to purple, green, and just kind of let you see display as well. Red. Oh yeah, and it's pretty cool how they've got these lights doing this. Kind of a light show. I'm not sure the benefit other than, I mean, it's kind of nice to have this one so you can see. I don't know. What do you guys think? And there's 2 off positions. Okay, now let me go to this one because this is ohms, continuity. So it has 3 things, right? The rest of them have AC, DC, but this one has 3 settings. So right here, this P code, relative, select, and range. So it's at the 60 ohm range right now. It's in auto mode. So if I go manual mode, yeah, I can manually select the ranges. I think I hold down. Oh, I guess I just toggle through. Well, I don't know. Let's see. So I'm not sure how to get back to auto range. Oh, maybe I go to auto here. Oh, there you go. All right. You got to be smarter than the meter. So auto save. By the way, you can save 100 settings, 100 readings, or 10 waveforms in scope mode. Okay. So let's look at the select button. Okay. There's diode mode. Okay. Here, let's check diode mode. All right. I got this big diode. Well, a big transistor, I mean. Okay. So I'm going to go to base with the negative. And we'll go to emitter. Should be open. Okay, it is. Okay, both those are open. Now let's go base with the red one. Okay, no beep, but it does give the voltage reading, and it gives 3 places. That's pretty nice. It's a 6,000 count meter. Okay, it's pretty cool. I like I like this display. It's unusual. It's different. All right, so using the KPS meter, we're reading 3.22 volts, basically. So that's enough to turn on most LEDs and pretty much all diodes, even high voltage diodes. Okay, so that's nice. All right, so let's go to continuity, hit select. Okay, we got a little beeper and the ohm setting, so let's see. That's a fast continuity, and it's nice that you have a visual detector, right? So it's nice that it also has a visual detect. It's latching, and it does read ohms. Wow, that's pretty nice. Okay, let's just go to ohm setting. Wow. All right. So now I just noticed something. See how it goes to the 600 ohm setting? But there is a 60 ohm. See how it goes through 60? So if we go to 60 ohm, we get 2 places. So that's interesting that it goes to 600 ohm range on a short. Huh. Not sure why that is. Okay, let's go back to auto. Okay, guys, we're in AC volt reading, and we got 1.754 volts. You get a kick out of those digits. Let's go to hertz. Okay, 190. Okay, 200 hertz. That's where my generator is set, so that's good. See, my connection's right here. Okay, so that was cool. Go back to, oh, duty cycle. Okay, we got that too. Nice. And back to DC volts, and then let's go to AC volts. Okay, now it has the peak hold thing. Okay, max min, and you can run, stop, rest, or exit. So that's pretty cool. I haven't seen a rest, I don't think. It's kind of like a pause, right? Let's wait, and then let's start again. And there's stop. It's just going to save it. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, let's just go back here. Now, you know, that was 200 hertz, right? So let's go up in frequency and see. It'd be cool if it had the dual display. That's too bad, because it does have place to show this stuff. Be cool if it'd show hertz, you know, do the dual display thing. Okay, I'm going to take up the frequency. Okay, 400 hertz. We haven't seen it. Now, most meters are good to 1 kilohertz. There's 1K. Okay, 2K. Okay, so right around 2K, it starts rolling off. Okay, yep, that's 3K. Okay, 4, 5K. Let's go to 10K. Darn, we're not seeing anything. We're way off. Yeah, we're out of the bandwidth. Oh, wait, hold on a second. We got a scope function. Let's push auto scope. Oh, okay, we got time, volt, trigger, and AC/DC. So we can set up all these things here. But you know what? Let's just hit auto button. That's cool. Automatically finds my signal. So it says 5.3 volts peak to peak, and my generator is set for 5 volts peak to peak. So that's pretty darn close. We have an average reading, RMS reading, and 10 kilohertz over here. So, man, we got all the readings. Can you see all that stuff? So that's pretty neat. So we can go AC/DC. couple it that way. We can set the trigger, and then we got rising edge or falling edge. You see, right there's the rising edge. There's falling edge right there in the center. And we can go to mode. So up here it says single, so we're in stop. We can go to normal or auto. So that's pretty cool. We're 2 volts per division, or yeah, 2 volts per division channel. So we're at 50 microseconds per division. So that's pretty cool. Now we go to exit, go to time, and we could stretch it out. Well, scrunch it in, I guess, and stretch it out this way. That's pretty cool. Exit. And you know, you can set the trigger here. So right here's our reference, and over here's our thing for our trigger. So let me see. Let's go to level. And let's see, we'll move this up. Yep, there's my little arrow, it's moving up. Okay, and then I have a reset. And an exit. So that's pretty cool. I'm on rising edge. And we'll exit that. So that's pretty neat. Here's volts, so let's see if we can stretch it out. Yep, we can stretch it out. Shrink it back down. Man, it's pretty handy having a scope and a meter. So even at 10K, we can still get a reading. Okay, there's 5.2 volts, right? And my generator says 5 volts. So let's go ahead and take up the frequency and see what we get. Okay, it's 20K. You can see the frequency right there. I don't even have to read it to you, right? Here, I'll zoom in on the screen. Okay, now we're gonna go to 30K. Whoop, there's 40K. We're still reading 5.2. Okay, we're gonna go to 100K. There's 100K. Okay, we'll stretch that out a little bit. Let's go time. Okay. Still 5.2. Let's go a little faster. I'm going to go up to 500K. Okay, it looks like it dropped down just a little bit. Okay, there's 1 meg. And it's at 5 volts. Okay. Let's go a little higher. All right, guys, we're at 10 meg now, and okay, I can't go any more divisions. I'm at 20 mils. I'm at 200 milliseconds per division. That's as much as I can stretch out. So, and we're still it's kind of jumping around 5, 6 volts or whatever. The amplitude looks right. So now this thing here is saying 10 meg. It's kind of, so right at 10 meg seems like we're starting to have a little bit of an issue, but yeah, so it looks like we're probably good right up to about 10 megahertz. Now this is supposed to be 12 megahertz scope, so I imagine it probably is. Let's go to 12 megahertz, just see. Okay, there's 12 megahertz. Now it started right after 10, it started messing around, right? Let's go to 11. It's undulating just a little bit, maybe. The voltage isn't quite right. It's kind of hard to get a good reading when you can't spread it out anymore, right? So we go back to 10. Okay, go back to 10. And at 10, it's right about there. The voltage is kind of jumping around, but the amplitude looks about right. Let's exit this and see if we can get this thing now, AC, DC. Up here showing the DC. If I go to AC, I just wonder if it shows any better. Yeah, it might like AC a little bit better at the high frequency, maybe. So yeah, I'd say, you know, the usable range is maybe up to about 10 meg. That's actually not bad at all for a little handheld scope, right? I mean, today these things are becoming pretty amazing what you can do with them. Oh, you know what? Let's see what else we can do. Look at that generator. Okay, now we're at square wave, and so here's the wave over here. Okay, we go to, let's see, sine wave, ramp. That's pretty cool. So you got 3 different waveforms, and you got frequency over here. So let's go down square wave, I guess, and then I'll say exit and frequency. So 1K, we have these options. So it's not, you know, you have fixed options. You go up to 50K and say exit. Duty cycle. Okay, we got fixed increments there. Let's drop down to 30% just for fun. Exit. And we got volts, amplitude. So we're at 3 volts peak to peak. You know, we could go down to 2 volts peak to peak. All right. Well, that's interesting. Now, the generator output looks like it's right here, okay? All right, guys, have my Tektronix here. Haven't used this in a little bit. It's on battery mode right now. Here, let's stretch this out a little bit. There we go. And looks like I have 2 channels on. I can turn off channel 2 since we're not using it. I have math on too. I'm going to turn that off. I was wondering what the heck was on. Like I said, I haven't used it for a while. But look at this. It looks like we're getting our signal. So it looks like a square wave, right? 50 kilohertz. That's the max this guy would do, right? Yeah, 50K. Let's drop it down. 20K. Okay, I guess I have to exit. I'm at 5K. I was waiting for something to change, but let's exit. There we go. So there's a change. So that's pretty fast rising edge. No overshoot, no undershoot. Okay, so here, let's get more frequencies in here. Yeah, there's 5K. Yeah, so you know what, guys? This thing looks like it does what it's supposed to do, right? Let's go to waveforms again. Ramp. Pretty nice. I forgot how much I like this scope. All right, so that's pretty cool. All right, guys, let's take a look at this thing. So it has this cap here. I'm not sure what that's for future development or new model maybe. It's got a nice stiff stand on it, nice sturdy stand, so that's good. This orange is all rubberized. Fits really nice. Hard plastic black part. So okay, now on this side we do have our USB-C because we have a USB-C charge port. So there we go. Okay. All right. I was looking for screws, but I don't. Okay, here we go. Whoa, that's pretty interesting. I like it. That's pretty interesting. Okay, cool. They stick on there very sturdy, but now I see the screws. Let's take off the back. All right, guys, I loosened all the screws. You're gonna open it with me here. Hopefully they're all loosened enough. Feels like I'm grabbing. Nope, it's coming off. Uh-oh. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay, there's all the screws. And I had a little cover that came off, but here's the battery connector. Aha, we're in. All right, first of all, let's look at the battery. Now this 1865, I love that. Nice lithium battery. Okay, I'm not absolutely positive how to take this off. It looks like there might be a couple clips right here, but I don't want to really take it off because it's just a battery with a connector. So we'll leave that there. Yeah, so there you go, guys. There's the battery. Now, here we go. You know what? First thing I notice is a metal can. That must be for the scope features. So they use like mu metal or something like that to, and there is an adjustment, or no, it's a mounting screw to take off the board. 3.7 lithium ion, 18650 is the power. So there we go. Now, yeah, so you know what? That is interesting that it's done that way, right? And it takes a little extra money to put that on. They've got a little connector over here. That must be for the display, wrapping around to the front. And then our USB charge port. We've got a crystal, one aluminum electrolytic, and we do have one PTC, and wow, surface mount fuse. You know what? That might be a resettable fuse even. I'm not sure. That might be a resettable fuse. That's kind of interesting. You know what? It's category 2, so they're not pretending it's category 3 or category 4. You know, it's to be used at a bench, right? It's to be used instruments, troubleshooting. So that's nice. I mean, I think that actually might be a nice thing, because I think that is a resettable fuse. Oh, here's another PTC over here. So I just thought I'd give you a closer look at the board here. All right, guys, so what do you think of this? Little small puppy, it says it's in the Amazon thing, it said for automotive use. I could see it totally being good for outdoors. It's got a nice display on it. It's got a signal generator. But, like someone pointed out once, you can only use the signal generator or the multimeter or the scope, right? So, but it is really neat that when you're in multimeter mode, that you can just switch over to the scope and, look at the waveform. So that's pretty cool. No scope probes, nothing like that. Maybe there's some pros and cons, but at 10 megahertz, it seemed like it was still given albeit the waveform is, you couldn't stretch it out or anything. So maybe 1 megahertz would be more useful, but still not bad, right? Yeah, there you go, guys. I like the rechargeable batteries too. I think that's a new thing I've seen in some of these meters lately. I really like that feature. The Amazon commercial meter, the Southwire meter that we looked at, these, and the other scope meters we've looked at. This old Tektronix did it way back when, but it's nice to see that it's starting to happen in smaller devices. And that 18650 is a nice battery size, I think. So I like it. It's common, it's easy to replace if you have to. But anyway, there you go, guys. Let me know what you think. Give me your comments down below, all that kind of stuff. And appreciate you watching. 2 big thumbs up to GOCHIFIX. Is that how you say it? Not sure. Anyway, 2 big thumbs up to my patrons and my members of my YouTube channel. I think I have 10 members unless I lost one. Seems like I get one and I lose one. But anyway, 10 members. YouTube sent me a thing saying, hey, 10 members. I think I can, with 10 members, I can do things, like I can post things and stuff. Before I couldn't really do anything. So maybe now I can start doing a few things for my members of my YouTube channel. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Yeah, about the only thing I do is I post videos. I posted one video that no one else has seen to the YouTube guys. I tried to do it Patreon as well, but it didn't work out. Hey, if you want to see the chip, a close-up, I've got a couple minutes left of the video. I don't think there's any sound, so you can just sit there and watch it. And, yeah, you can just look at the chips and the close-up if you like, okay? All right, let me know what you think of that too, okay? Hey, thanks for watching. See you next time.